On a peaceful October night in Falls City, Washington, neighbors were jolted awake not by the quiet rustling of the surrounding woods, but by a young girl banging on their door. She was bloodied, terrified, and with chilling urgency, whispered the unthinkable. Her family was gone, taken by her older brother. This harrowing story, where a family of 7 was shattered by one of its own, has left a community grappling with unimaginable loss and unanswered questions.
Let me tell you what happened this morning. The King County Sheriff's Office received a few phone calls this morning, 911 calls, about some kind of disturbance with gunfire at a residential house behind us, the 7700 block. All rushed out here at this call. En route, we learned that there was a neighbor who had medical experience who was providing aid to an injured individual who had been shot but was surviving. When deputies got here, they discovered sort of a chaotic scene, but what they did when they entered the property is they immediately took one young male, teenage male, into custody. When deputies entered the residence and property itself, they discovered 5 deceased individuals inside the home.
Early on October 21, 2024, a 15-year-old boy dialed 911 from his home, claiming that his 13-year-old brother had committed a brutal act, killing their parents and 3 of their younger siblings. As he reported, his younger brother had lashed out after a recent punishment for inappropriate online behavior, allegedly turning a gun on their family. Deputies arrived at the home to find a horrifying scene. 2 adults and 3 children were dead.
These included 2 adults and 3 juveniles. I don't have the specific ages of the juveniles, but I think it's fair to say that they were young teenagers. First of all, we get the scene safe. Second of all, we determine what resources we need, who we're going to call out, how we're going to replace individuals that have other duties throughout the department. And that really started around 6:30 a.m., and we've been doing that ever since.
Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. But the tragedy took an even darker turn when a neighbor's separate 911 call came through, casting doubt on the boy's story. His 11-year-old sister had escaped, sprinting to a neighbor's house, where she shared her account of what had happened inside their home. According to her, the 15-year-old had been the one who pulled the trigger, leaving his entire family dead or dying behind him.
They discovered that there was, in fact, one injured teenager. That teenager was given medical attention and was quickly transported to Harborview Medical Center. When deputies entered the residence and property itself, they discovered 5 deceased individuals inside the home. These included 2 adults and 3 juveniles. I don't have the specific ages of the juveniles, but I think it's fair to say that they were young teenagers.
The family, identified as Mark and Sarah Humiston, and their children Catherine, Joshua, and Benjamin, lived on a quiet street in Falls City, surrounded by neighbors who never imagined such violence could erupt so close. The couple, ages 43 and 42, had 5 children. According to the 11-year-old sister, her older brother had a key piece of information: the combination to the lockbox where their father kept a handgun. Only he knew it, she said, and only he had the means to access the weapon. After the incident, the girl managed to stay alive by pretending to be dead, a terrifying but life-saving decision that ultimately allowed her to escape and expose the truth. The King County Sheriff's Department quickly took the 15-year-old into custody and charged him with 5 counts of aggravated murder and 1 count of attempted murder. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. His attorney waived his right to appear in his initial court hearing, where prosecutors began discussing whether he should be tried as an adult. Given the severe nature of the charges, the King County Prosecuting Attorney's Office indicated they might pursue an adult trial due to the potential lifetime sentences involved. The motive behind the killings remains vague. The surviving sister suggested that her brother had been facing academic troubles, failing tests, and possibly experiencing mounting frustration. He was a quiet, seemingly untroubled teenager with no known criminal history. However, neighbors and family friends are left reeling, questioning if there were warning signs that everyone missed. One family friend described the Humistons as close-knit and compassionate, often seen at community events or volunteering at local schools, making the tragedy even harder to comprehend. The Falls City community has come together in mourning, with the local Snoqualmie Valley School District providing grief counselors and resources for students. The trauma of such a crime has left an indelible mark, and the investigation is ongoing as law enforcement meticulously combs through the family home, gathering forensic evidence that might offer insights into the teen's state of mind. A Washington State Patrol crime scene response unit was dispatched to assist with the scene's detailed examination, a testament to the magnitude and complexity of the case.
I saw them as like the perfect family, so it's kind of shocking.
There's just overwhelming pain at times, and then sadness, lots and lots of sadness.
As the story continues to develop, many are left wondering about the factors that could drive a young person to commit such a brutal crime against his own family. The 11-year-old survivor, having witnessed the unimaginable, remains in stable condition and has been released from the hospital. Her bravery in sharing her story has provided the clarity needed for investigators to piece together this heartbreaking incident. In the days and weeks to come, the community will grapple with an event that seems impossible to reconcile, hoping for some semblance of closure as the justice system moves forward with its case against the 15-year-old. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos.